Right then, guys, you're too late. I'm already on the job. So just in here now, putting the zip ties on this. I'm going to seal it all around, just taking all the last bits of tape off. But yeah, in all honesty, it was nice waking up this morning to a nice clean environment. So floor's gone off. As you can see, I've been walking on that. Absolutely lovely. Just need to give that a little bit of a clean, but that is totally gone off. And someone did mention that I wasn't going to put MTB pipe through there. I'm not now. That was if I was going to actually cement it in. But because I've got that now, all I'm going to be doing is putting actually hose pipe down there. So that's slippery enough to mead all the way through. And thank you, Joe Mitchell, for letting me know what goes onto the bottom of my Profi drum control box. So I will be phoning Darren about that one. I thought that was going to be my protocol actually as well. So yeah, thanks anyway. So a lot of things on the cards today, lots of small things, tidying up all this blue tape, sealing around with CT1 or OB1. Actually got to go and buy some more, to be honest, so that's a little trip out. Going to finish the bottom drains today. I've got an electrician coming around to have a little look at what I need to purchase. To get that done, so I'm looking forward to that. He should be reasonably soon, so that's going to be done. And again, it's just I've got 101 little things to tie up, so bear with me. Let's get all these little jobs done. And I've actually heard back from my window. The window should be coming reasonably soon. Once that window's here and in situ, well, pretty much it's all ready to get rock and roll then. It's all ready to fill. So I've got to actually do the pipe work for the... that's exciting. That's something exciting for today. I've got to do the pipe work for the Bakki showers. It's going to be really good. So do that air curtain as well. Yes, got to do the air curtain. So I've got lots of cool little things to do today, but a load of things, which I know is going to take way longer than I expect. So anyway, let's get on with it. I'll show you what I've done on it. Well, we'll go through it bit by bit. Right, so there we are then, guys. That's the air stones all connected up. So if you can see that, let me zoom you in. So yeah, the two air stones have been connected, zip tied all the way up. And what I've done there is I've drilled 2 holes through there. I still haven't sealed up on the sides yet, but we've got zip ties across the bottom. And what that allows is the air lines to come out of here. So one of my next jobs is I'm probably going to cut this really neat and tidy. So what I'll do is I'll thread these back through, cut them so they stay subsurface. They're not too bad there anyway, but might be nicer just with them just cut down a little bit. Try to take some of this blue tape off. But as you can see, there's the air lines down there. Yeah, I can still get to everything, still touch everything. This will be just subsurface, I guess. I guess that would be about the height of the actual bio chamber. Really happy with that, guys. That should work a treat. So that's another little job done. So these air lines are way long enough. These will probably get cut off a little, I guess. My intention is I'm waiting for I got some small taps to go here. So I'm attaching a lot more all the way across there and one more this side. So I'll have 6 of these small outlets here, all for different jobs, just to be nice and neat and tidy and clean. Ooh, very good stuff. Yeah, so that's another little job. This thing pinged off just now, so is what it is. They are only there just to hold it in situ, so when I put the CT1 or OB1 up the sides, it just holds it. And once I've got a nice 45 bead there and a nice 45 bead down the other side, it is going nowhere. And they are literally just flush with the top there. Oh, a little bit high. I think that little tap wouldn't do. Got to still finish these little sections down here. But that's not too shabby, guys, is it? This is my little love hut. And there's my electric. ready to go in. I'm not sure whether I want to put a door on here or not. I don't know. It might take, I don't know. We'll see. Possibly a door would be a good idea, actually. Yeah, just to keep everything clean and safe in there and warm, isn't it? Still taking the surface off that, but it is what it is. I cannot not walk on it all day. I got stuff to do. Right, so that's done. Next thing I want to do is put a little bit more stuff on that, see if it goes off for later on. And then I'll seal that tonight. I also need to clean around these corners here, just getting off these bits of resin. So I'll run the sander across that. And I might put a little border of CT1 across that as well. But I've got to go and get some more run out. Yeah, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is go in there and clean my pots. Right, let's go. There we are, guys. Nothing special, but like I said, the pots are now painted black. You know, not a perfect finish in there, but what that's going to provide is a nice black backdrop when I've got the stainless steel covers on, if and when I use them. When that all goes off, what I'll do is I'll cut these to size, tap them down. As you can see, I've got the little air plugs in there then. So I'll get those tapped down so they're all ready and all in situ, just in case I want to use them. Next thing I'm going to tackle now is my air curtain, guys. Yeah, boy! So let's get on with that. What I have done is I'll get a little bit of a clean in here. Sorted my tools out. Start to do the washing. Do you know what, right? When you're balls deep in a pond, the last thing you're thinking about is washing. So, yeah. So I've got to get on top of that today as well. But that's just going off on the background. Lovely jubbly. Just get my old cups out of here. And, yeah, make myself a coffee in a minute, I guess. So, let's crack on. See what's occurring. Rightio, guys, this is the stainless steel bar I am using, which is not too tight, to be honest. When that goes on there, there is, if I can actually thread it through, there is, as you can see, plenty of room. So the first thing I've got to do is cut the bar, so it's about 10 mil shorter than that span, and then cut the rubber probably about bang on size. So I've got a spare bit of tube and I got some tube up there. So let's get on with this then, see what we can do. Fantastic. I don't know why, but I knew it would work. So what I've done is, if you can see this now, it's pretty rigid. It's got a little bit of movement, but the bar is just slightly shorter than each side. I've cut the rubber probably about an inch too big, so it really pushes and seats onto the T-sections. And like I said, nothing's really going to hurt themselves on that, are they, guys? They are on these, but I've got to reburr those. Just bits from the roller. Rub all of those down when I'm ready to fill it up. But that, guys, has worked like a charm. And like I said, over the moon with that. That was a nice plan, to be honest. Lovely jubbly. So really, really happy with that. Really glad it went on. Yeah, and like I said, guys, it's seated absolutely solid. That is not going nowhere. Let's have a little look at this one. This one's a little bit more complicated because what I've got to do is put something on this side to seat the bar. And I don't think I've got enough bar left. Dope. Because I didn't plan on doing this one. So, yeah, I'm down some bar. So what I'll do is I'll order some bar. And what I'm going to have to do is attach one of these, this side, to seat it. So what I might do is, let's see. Oh, righto then, guys. So I've been super busy in the house, actually. I promised Yasmin to tile and grout the porch, so she's away, so I thought I'd do that for shits and giggles and just to make her I don't know, happy when she comes back, because I'm all heart, I am. But anyway, I'm back on the pond now. Just needed a break for a little bit, do you know what I mean? I nearly took my finger off. Ouch. Yeah, with the grinder. A bit of a gash in there, so might put some butterfly stitches on it. But anyway, so yeah, it was a bit tight getting in with the grinder. What I've done, guys, is I've had to, where the pipework comes from the skimmer through the secret channel and up, obviously I had to really, I almost felt like Da Vinci, to be honest, carving a little sculpture. I've had to grind a small kind of egg shape out of the tile. I'll show you in a minute. Not too bad, not too bad. But it dug into the wall. It kicked back and nearly took my finger off. But anyway, you should always use a guard on your angle grinder. Don't do what I do and don't take the guard off. But anyway, so I've had to do that, and then I've got like a small chisel and a hammer, and I've chiseled a scooped out sort of like a nice little area to get. Let me show you. That's what I'm on about there, guys. So if you can see that stuck in there, came back and had my finger. But anyway, you can see there, guys, that goes right down. And what I've had to do is, these are solvent welded in now. I've had to cut this out nice and scoop out the brickwork in the back to sort of like get down there. That was really tight. And then what happens now is I'll put a small, I'm probably going to end up trimming this back a little tiny bit, just so I've got enough solvent weld in there to put a little pipe, because I need a rubber boot from there to there. And what happens is, this is pretty loose, but that fits there. And yeah, it goes across to there, and the rubber boot connects it all. But it all goes nice and vertical there. And that hooks up onto the top. And by the time I've put the boot there, 2 inch to a 3 inch for the spray bar, yeah, we should be all good. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't want these voids here, and this is never going to come out of situ now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some compo, probably not tonight, maybe tonight actually. Yeah, I might do a hand mix. Mix some compo out and rail, put this nice and flush, but I'll put like a lot of concrete in it, a lot of cement in it to get it to that grey colour instead of the brown colour, so it will match this pretty well. But to be honest, when that's in and that's on, that's not really going to be visible. But we'll also, I'll probably stick some sponge down there to pack it, and then put the concrete over the top, because I want to make that watertight as much as I can. And by the time that greens up and gets some moss on it, lovely. So done the same this side as well. Yeah, not easy, guys. Like I said, not easy. So they're all in situ now. I'm quite chuffed actually. My airline's done. I need to mix a tiny bit of resin. I think I'm going to put the little bit of resin on here with like a little bit of a nodule coming out, so it'll accept that. But I do need to get another bit more of that bar. Not quite enough there to warrant, well, to keep it straight realistically. So yeah, I'll get another metre of that. It's not going to break the bank, so we'll get that. That'll come in a couple of days. I'll order that tonight. Need to order a couple of 2 inch. I don't need to order 2 inch pipe fittings. I got a 2 inch pipe holders, clips. I've got loads in the pond there, but I can't get to them because obviously they're being used. Another job I've got to do is put the last row of tiles underneath there, so that's a good job to do. But yeah, slow and steady. It's just the last little bits, isn't it? The last little shitty bits that you've got to do. Glass should be here this week coming, touch wood. And if it is, then that will be fitted. Got to work out my Profi drum wiring loom. But good old Joe Mitchell has taken a really in-depth video of his, took the top off and done an in-depth video of that. But I've got to phone up Darren at Absolute Koi to get some of those connectors, because yeah, Joe came out of the woodwork and told me which ones I needed. So I'll phone up Darren tomorrow and I'll order those. There was something else I needed from him as well, and I cannot remember. But anyway, so we've got, and that's another thing I've got to do. Actually, I've got to mix a decent mix, because what I've got to do is fill up these voids, if you can remember. So that's getting, because these are all gone off now, that is going to fill up those. But I need to, realistically, do I put those on? How do I do that? So I could put that, put those on. I'll have to pack those, take the packers out, and then put some compo. It's always a mind game, isn't it? It's a mind game. So, yeah, guys, I'm not going to put this video out yet, so I might bolt this on to another video. I'm not quite sure how much I've done, so a bit boring otherwise, isn't it? So, anyway, I'll see you until I do a little bit more, probably during the week, and then I will post it. Rightio, guys, finished for the night now. I made up a real sticky, strong compo mix to fill in all the gaps in between the coping stones and the fiberglass. What I've done is I've chamfered them across. I'll show you in a minute. I've also filled up the back wall, ready to accept that little section of cut sandstone that I've got to do. That's probably next weekend's job, or maybe even tomorrow afternoon, I don't know. I think I might be finishing a little bit early tomorrow, so I might go down, because I've got to grind a load. It's a nose, I hate grinding those things, but must be, it's got to be done. Needs must, I mean. So, let me show you what I've done. It's a little bit dirty in here in the moment, but yeah, so if you can see there, what I've done is I've made a real sticky mix, and I've put them on. They're just going off. What I'm going to do is now, tomorrow morning, I'll come down here and I'll just be able to clean everything off and chamfer it really neat. So I think the good idea with this is that when the water and when the fish splash stuff, the water is going to come back into the pond. Do you know what I mean? It's going to come back through. It's not going to go up on top of the coping stones. So that's actually quite a good mistake there. And what I have done is I've just filled in all the way across down there. Obviously, this little gap here is going to be for where I cut these. Oh, look at that. Ouch. Ow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a section of these all the way down there, and they should sit flush on here. So this won't have a lip at all. If you can see there, look, guys, I've covered all of that with compo, so that now that is reasonably waterproof, even though compo isn't waterproof. But anything that goes on there is going to come back, because there is like a slight, maybe a 1 degree or 2 degree slope back on this, because old Nicky is a perfectionist. Again, done exactly the same that side. It's a little bit messy there, but what I'll do is I'll come back out tomorrow and I'll just clean that all off just as it goes off. Again, if you look at this, what I'm doing is I've just started to actually, you know, shape that around there and that there. So when I nip these corners off, that should be quite neat. Yeah, it's a little bit of mess on the floor, but like I said, it's just literally dust. This all comes off. Oh, stainless steel drain, lovely. So yeah, not too bad. Not lots and lots of little shitty jobs done today. Another thing I've done with the compo, guys, is can you see up there? I've done a lovely little 45 degree chamfer. So not quite sure what I'm going to do with this wall yet, whether I'm going to paint it like a dove grey to match the house, or whether I'm actually going to tile it. I don't think I'm going to tile it. My sister is actually rendering, obviously you can see the water ingression there, but my sister is rendering the other side and putting some waterproofer in, so that's going to help that a lot. So I think on my next dry day, what I might do is run the roller over that and get it painted, because you can't paint it when it's wet, but you can when it's dry. So yeah, I've done that there, so it just makes it look nice and neat, a nice little finish. Yeah, so yeah, happy guys, very happy. Or not, they were, yeah, I was really worried about getting those there, because trying to get that to solvent weld into the other 90. So if you imagine, I've got 2 pipes running subsurface there. That one comes up and that one runs across. That one on that side was an absolute bitch to get in. So it did take quite a lot of, yeah, persuasion, I'd like to say. So that is absolutely fantastic. That now is ready to attach up to the Bakki shower. So I have done quite a lot, and I've put my air curtain on. So a lot of little bits and bobs have been done today. That is one thing that I never done though, because I said I was going to cut those and put them in. But I did glue the little nipples the other side to accept those. Again, I can't do these coping stones here yet because I'm waiting for the glass to go in. Get rid of that snot. Make sure that doesn't go off. Yeah, but very, very happy, guys. Another reasonably good day, basically. You know, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm quite happy with what I've done. Taking into consideration, I've tiled and grouted all of my porch. So Jasmine's going to be buzzing with that. But that was about 3 hours of my day. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. One step closer. Light. Right. So this light, guys, everyone keeps mentioning, oh, where's it from? What is it? There is no branding on it, okay? So basically, it's a 500 watt LED outdoor light, okay? So if you put that into Google, you will literally, they're about between 70 and 120 pounds. Everyone loves that light, and I agree with them. It is absolutely brilliant. Do you know what I mean? It lights up the whole pond lovely. Yeah, it's great. And even when it's switched off, it's still got like a tiny little glow to it, which is quite neat, to be honest. But I don't know where I got it. I got it about 2 years ago, so I'm sorry I couldn't put any links not on. But I know for a fact, by searching, you can find those. They're about 80 to 100 pounds. And one of the best things I've bought, to be honest. It is brilliant. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Peace and love. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Next weekend, probably.